if I'm being honest, I didn't even really feel like filming or documenting this trip at all this time around. I just felt like just being out here, just having a break from the phone, everything, just life, get away from work. But just driving here, I knew I had to. Like, I'm not real good with words or explaining why I hunt. The best way that I can show why I hunt is just to film it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to Nundle 5 times in the last 14 months and I haven't dropped a deer. I've come close a couple times, but nothing. And if hunting was all about just dropping an animal, I would have given up a long time ago. I'm out here for this. All right, down here at Nundle. Rolled in yesterday afternoon. It's been a fair while coming this year, it felt like, but anyway, the rut's here, so let's see how we go. I checked the game camera that I had sitting here for a few months yesterday afternoon when I rolled in, and had a couple big boys just walk past just in the last couple of weeks. So pretty stoked about that. Just even have footage of them at least, even if I don't run into them. I've seen heaps of does in the area, but never seen a buck. So just have that proof is a little bit of confidence. Makes you just want to hunt that little bit harder. So I'm down here for 4 or 5 days, 7 if I need to. I just dropped down into this like little area I've never been in before, and just deer sign everywhere. So much sign. Anyway, I just sort of come around the corner and I actually rattled for a bit, but nothing came in. I've gone like another 100 meters. I've just bumped like a good buck. He had 4 does on him. I'm in some really steep stuff and it's getting late. I left my head torch back in the car, so I know I'm hunting tomorrow. I headed off pretty early this morning. It's pretty dark. Sort of stumbled my way through the bush for a bit. I just wanted to sort of cover a heap of distance, get into where I saw deer yesterday. But I'm already seeing sign that I didn't see yesterday. A little game trail. finding in these little valleys that if it's really crunchy, like really dry underfoot, just try drop down a little bit. It might only be 20-30 meters, and just a lot more fern, a lot more grass, way quieter. It's definitely insanely crunchy up further. Just got a couple of little deer prints under me here now. I'm just seeing them everywhere along this ridge, down the valleys, just mainly around a certain altitude. There's a few up on top, but nothing like there is down lower. Got a good feeling, What the heck? It's like a caterpillar orgy. Yuck. Second time hurts. Same spot. Just drop down into this little bowl. And this doe just walks out from behind a tree, looks straight at me. Don't think she saw me. I think she winded me. I'd worked up a bit of a sweat getting down there. And the wind's just been going all day. It's been crazy. Anyway, she barked and another 2 does got up. History. Anyway, persistence. I'll be back. I'm just gonna sit down in here a little bit until dark. This is what it sounds like when you go deep. If you're not popping, you're not going far enough. It's not glamorous, but it is on life. Day 4 under State Forest. I actually just moved into Ponderosa campgrounds. Just the wind really picked up yesterday, and I think it's going to get a lot worse this afternoon. It just didn't feel safe camping under some of the gum trees that I've been under the last few nights. So I might even fast forward here a little bit, because the last few days I don't really feel like I had that much content to film or anything like that anyway. Yeah, because it should be like early to mid stages of the rut now, but I haven't heard any croaking, and I'm hunting primarily with natives. This morning I found like early signs of a scrape. Like, it wasn't huge, it wasn't really that fresh, but I had no doubt it was a fallow. Had the tree next to it, something had been thrashing the tree. There's a few little like twigs broken off of it. Felt right, but it's so strange that it's not. Doesn't seem to have really kicked off yet. But this real winter blast has just come through. Might be at the start, but it's going to be about -2 in the morning apparently. Free tip: start off with an apple, then you decide in the bush. No plastic, nothing. Leave nothing behind except an apple core. Let's see what happens this afternoon. These particular does have been here between 4 and 5 o'clock the last 2 afternoons. The first afternoon I bumped it, and then last night I got them on trail cam. After watching for freaking 4 hours with binos, I moved on about 3 o'clock. Typical. Seriously though, why do we do it to ourselves? Most likely check the scrape about 20 yards in front of me. So I'm parked down. Hopefully he's just going to check another couple and hopefully he comes back. He's here. It just made me. It was coming up a valley on the wrong side of the wind of me. Friggin' nothing can go right at the moment. I just need that little bit of luck. Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I think. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless. I think my fitness needs some work. That's something I just don't take any pleasure in. But it's something that has to be done. If you're gonna take an animal's life, you want it to go to perfect use, and there's no waste. Didn't see that finish coming to the trip on the last afternoon. Didn't ever see that happening. To get my first and second deer, and with a bow like that, was just, I mean, I suppose it was 14 months coming, but the reality is, you know, like that's hundreds of kilometres walked. I know I've done over 300 kilometres in the last 14 months walking. That's thousands of kilometres driven, probably 10,000, I reckon, just at a guess. You know, like the reality is that's a lot of fuel. It's a lot of investment in hunting equipment, clothing and boots and bow.